Hi, I'm Karilyne, and I'm going to be making a Middle Eastern dish for you today, brick chicken with apricot couscous and a yogurt mint dressing. Let's get started. First step, we're going to toast some of the spices. We're going to put the pan on low heat, and to toast it, it's going to bring out the flavors, make it stronger. First, we're going to add some cumin. It is 2 tablespoons. Cumin is really popular in Middle Eastern dishes. It has a really strong flavor. Next, we're going to add some coriander. Coriander actually comes from the seed of a cilantro leaf, and it has a warm flavor as well. And then lastly, we're going to add cinnamon. Everyone knows cinnamon. It kind of has like a sweet, warm, nutty flavor, and this heat's really going to bring out those flavors in these spices. Okay, now we're going to add the rest of the spices to our marinade seasoning mix. First, we're going to add a teaspoon of paprika. Paprika has kind of a smoky flavor. It kind of has a little bit of heat, but really it's just going to add some color to the dish. Next, we're going to add another teaspoon of cayenne. This is a really hot spicy, going to bring a lot of heat to the dish. All of these spices are really easy to find at your local store. Just go in the seasoning aisle, and they'll all be there. Really easy to find. Okay, then we're going to add a little bit of sea salt. This is just to give it, seasoning taste. Salt really brings out flavors in dishes, so it's always good to add a little bit of salt. Now we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of olive oil. And then this is a whole lemon juice, but I'm just going to add about half of it because we're going to need the rest of it for our mint dressing. So we're just going to mix this all together to make the marinade for the chicken. Okay, now we're going to take 2 chicken breasts and we're going to put it in a freezer bag. And then this is to be able to coat the marinade on it. So we're going to put those in the bag, add the marinade in there. Kind of a thick consistency. And then if you want, you can use your hands and rub it on, or you could probably just close the bag and just rub it all over it, however you want to do it. We're going to put this in the refrigerator for 4 hours and let it marinate, all those flavors really sink in. Okay, now our chicken has marinated for 4 hours. First thing you need to do is set your oven for 375. Next, we are going to heat a cast iron skillet. Once it gets hot, you're going to add 2-count olive oil. Okay, we're going to let that heat up, and then we're going to add our chicken. Take the marinated chicken, that nice coating on it, hear the sizzling, that means it's hot. I'm going to add both ours, and then you want to add another cast iron right on top of it. Traditionally, what they'll use is a brick wrapped in foil and put that on top. That's why it's called brick chicken. So we're going to heat this now for 10-15 minutes and then add it in the oven. Okay, now that this has been cooking for 10-15 minutes, it is finished. We have this nice golden crust on it. So now we're going to finish it up in the oven. The oven is now preheated. So we're going to set this on the baking sheet. Go ahead and put it in the oven for about 20-25 minutes, however long it takes to finish heating inside. Now that the chicken is cooking, we are going to prepare our mint dressing. We're going to have 1.5 cup of plain yogurt. I'm using Greek for this recipe. Then we're going to add mint. This is very intense, cool flavoring. We're going to use fresh for this. I took about a bundle and I ripped it all up, or you can coarsely chop it. We're going to add that. Next, we're going to add cilantro, also a fresh herb. Cilantro is like a really refreshing flavor, kind of has hints of citrus in it. Another bundle just ripped up or chopped, whatever. Next, we're going to add honey. This is about 2 tablespoons. This is going to make it sweet, give some sweetness to it. And then we're going to add scallions. It's just the green part. You want to chop it up, about 2 of them, and add that in. And then the rest of the lemon juice from earlier. And then salt and pepper to taste. We're going to blend this up in the blender. We're going to make the apricot couscous. I already have the pan with oil. We're going to saute the onions, 1 whole onion, red onion, 1/4 cup of almonds sliced, 1/4 cup of apricots, dried apricots chopped up. We're going to saute that lightly here in the pan. And then once this is sauteed, we're going to add 1 cup of couscous. And then we're going to add 1.5 cups of chicken stock. And we're going to let this stand in here covered for about 10 minutes, let it cook. Okay, well now the dish is complete, and this is a dish I normally wouldn't make, but all of the ingredients and spices really seem to marry each other very well, and I'm looking forward to making this Middle Eastern dish again. So let's go ahead and try it.